Yo, what's going on? Listen, it's National Barbecue Day. Play on your phone, get it out of your system. And then I want you to come back and enjoy some of the best ribs you had in a while. Let's do that thing. Are you ready for this super easy recipe that's gonna make fantastic style ribs? So if you're buying in bulk like I did, you need to remove the silver skin. Traditionally, when you get a nice discount on these baby backs, it's because you're doing some of the work. The light butchering that you're doing is so easy. Literally, take the silver skin off on the bone side of the rib. Go to the supermarket, get yourself some kind of pork seasoning blend. I went with the Sublime Swine from Denny Mike's. I've had this for a while, I want to put it to good use. What better reason to do it than National Barbecue Day, right? You're gonna need some barbecue sauce. Now you can literally get any type of barbecue sauce. If you have to, you go to McDonald's, ask for a handful of those things and throw it on top. I don't suggest it, but when you're in a pinch, you could get creative. I like stuff that has a little bit of a smoky character to it. In this particular iteration of making these ribs, we don't have a smoker available to us, so we have to get creative on how we're gonna add that smoke. I got Lily's Smoky Barbecue Sauce to add a little bit of that smoky twang that makes these ribs really sing. First in line, you gotta season these things with a dry rub. Pat the ribs dry, take off that excess moisture, make sure you get that nice seasoning embedded, mainly on the flesh side, a little bit on the bone side as well. I know it's gonna seem tempting to literally put the seasoning on the rib and then chuck it in the oven, but please do not do that. Devil's in the details, especially when it comes to making ribs with limited amount of time and limited amount of ingredients. This is the way to do it, and this is how you make it next level. After an hour went by, now you could wrap it up. If you could get your hands on some heavy duty foil, do that. If not, the regular aluminum foil is just fine. What I'm gonna try to do is basically use 2 large sheets. I'm gonna pretty much wrap it up the best that I can one way, and then I'm gonna flip it, and then I'm gonna wrap it on that second piece. If for whatever reason there's a little hole or a gap somewhere, feel free to piecemeal it any way you can. Grab another little piece and just make sure that that hole isn't exposed. We're gonna go for 2.5 hours at 225. Make sure that you have your temperature all set, ready to go, and then chuck these ribs in the oven. All right, so we got like 2.5 hours to do whatever we want. What can we do? We could review some barbecue sauce that we actually just purchased. Why did we purchase it? What's our favorite? What's not? Are you the type of person to maybe go out there and try something new? Because I am. So what I ended up doing, I ended up going for Lily's Smoky Barbecue Sauce. I have no idea what Lily's Smoky Barbecue Sauce is, but I know that when you introduce smoke into barbecue, that's arguably the best place to introduce it into. So let's do that anywhere that we can. I'm gonna sneak it into the barbecue sauce because we're not doing this on a smoker or a grill outside. So let's get creative wherever we can. You with me? All right, peeps, so it's about that time that we pull out the ribs and we get a little barbecue sauce going in that bad boy. So get it poured out into like whatever bowl you got. And then we're gonna basically do a little basting. You guys ready for that? Ooh, the thing smells incredible. Literally, look at all these pan drippings left behind. Oof, oh my gosh, you can make a beautiful stock out of that. Just all rendered fat, a bunch of flavor locked into it. Wow. All right, people, get your delicious barbecue sauce out and let's make that happen. Basically, we just want a nice little coating of this barbecue sauce right on top. And we're gonna go through a couple little sessions here. Now, I jacked up the temperature of the oven to about 350. And you really got to keep an eye on things because it's so easy for these sugars inside the barbecue sauce to burn. You don't want that, even a little bit. Yeah, make sure you baste these bad boys up nice. This thing smells lovely too. Literally, like that smoke from that barbecue sauce that it was marketed as is coming through like a mofo. Oh my gosh. Holy. All right, people, it's time for the stick to your rib ribs we all promised you. And oh my gosh, let me tell you. Patience is a virtue, and when it comes to ribs, it means everything. So basically you need to find a bone and you need to cut next to it. You really don't even have to cut anything. Whoosh. But now it's time to eat. Timing is everything. 2.5 hours. Take a little special time for that glaze on top. And wow. National Barbecue Day, everybody. The only hard part about this recipe is that you have to be patient in not pulling it out of the oven too quickly. not taking enough time to glaze it on top of the barbecue sauce, not taking enough time to let that dry rub sit. It's all about timing with these ribs. And if you could adhere to that rule, to the overall global law of ribs, you're gonna be having a good time. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. This is incredible. I wish you could be here right now to enjoy these delicious bites. You're always welcome to my home. You keep watching, because I'm gonna keep hunting. I'll see you soon, all right?